In this video, we're going to look at a very useful tool whilst on Google Meet, which is annotation. So to start, we're going to be in a meeting. You can see there are 2 students in this meeting with me. We're going to go to screen share and then select what we want to share. This case is a Google Slides presentation. And you can see here it says to start slideshow. So on this button here, I'm going to press start slideshow and it should put this into full screen mode. Now, one way you're probably aware of how to annotate is to go to your slides and then at the top of your screen, if you have it active, is to go to annotate and then show toolbar. And as you might do in class, or if you haven't, there is another video that explains this. You can write with annotate and then the students will see that when you share your screen. Now, the advantages here are that I can move from one slide to another and then write onto each slide. And then as I go through it, they're stuck to each slide, which means that I don't have to keep wiping it off and I can go back to refer to what's been written previously. Now, the disadvantage here is that, as you can see, I'm not on the Google Meet, I'm on this particular tab, which can be difficult when going back and forth to your Meet tab and to your presentation. So the idea here is that this isn't a bad thing, it just has its disadvantages. So we want to give you a different option, and the idea is that you choose which one suits you at particular times. So this would be very useful for when you want to use a presentation where the annotations need to stay in place and you don't mind not seeing your class whilst you're doing this. However, there is another way of doing this. We're just going to clear this now and I'm going to go back to the Google Meet. So now that we're in the Google Meet, you'll notice that we'll see, let's get rid of this as well. You'll see that we have this button here, which is a button for annotation. You can see it just says everyone can see your annotation. So click on this and what pops up is this. Now I'll quickly go through this. You have the ability to add some stickers. We're not going to talk about that today. You have the pen tool. Now the pen tool allows you to write within Google Meet. So you don't have to leave the screen. You can just write inside Google Meet. And then you also have a tool that's disappearing ink, which means that you can then circle things or put things, and then over time, very slowly, it will fade away. You then have a text box, which means you can then type. You can change the color of the text box like so. So you can change that to green or to black. And then you have sticky notes. And then you also have lines, circles, rectangle, lines, arrows, shapes that you can draw. So I can draw a shape as well if I want to do that. And then I have the ability to change the color of anything which is highlighted. So I can change that into now a red circle if I want to as well. So those are all the tools that you can use. You have the ability to either just erase one single thing like that, or shapes, or you can clear everything in one go. Now, why would you want to clear it? It's because, unfortunately, unlike the annotate tool that you've got as well, you would go back and the annotations that you do, so I'll quickly annotate on this one. If I wrote on there and then I moved on to a different, it would be on the next slide. Now that would be problematic for anyone who wants to use this presentation in a different way. But there is an advantage to this. I don't have to leave Google Meet. I can annotate onto my slides. I can write there, and then when I don't want them, I can just say clear all, and then it will go. Now, that already is a great tool to use, but this has an extra feature as well. So in this feature, we also have let others annotate as well. So you click on that, and then your students will pop up here, and you can select now either all of your students to be able to annotate, or in this scenario, I'm going to just select one student to annotate and press update. Your student will then get a message that says you can now annotate on your screen. They'll have a big button that pops up. And for this example, I'm going to let my students use a text box, and we're going to change that text box color to black. You can't see what the student's doing, but they're just writing a message here. So, and then once they're happy with that, and they will click anywhere on the screen, and then it will appear onto your screen so you can see what they are writing. So this way you can get children to contribute. Of course, they can also write on the screen as you can with the pen tool, but some children do not have a touch screen, so they have the typing tool as well. And this is something which you can have a look at and see whether or not it works for you and your students. Again, you can go and you can erase anything which they write, and then move on to the next slide. So it's a good way to get them to contribute. When you don't want them to contribute anymore, you do this and say, let others contribute, and then you just deselect their name and then press update. Likewise, you can also go to stop annotating, which stops you and them from annotating as well. So those are two really interesting and easy tools that you can use to annotate whilst in Google Meet. One has advantages, annotate.net, of sticking onto each slide, but a disadvantage of unfortunately not being able to see your Google Meet. And the other one has the advantage of you writing whilst on Google Meet and even allowing your students to annotate at the same time. But unfortunately, it does not stay onto that slide. So as you move forward, you have to then delete as you go. So two ideas there that you can use for getting your students engaged and annotating whilst you're presenting as well.